and slightly annoying thing about this low carb diet is the fact that you can no longer buy the prefabricated intermediate food. And the reason for that is that the producer would just throw in all kinds of crazy sugars and carbohydrates without you even knowing about it, because they want to make money, and that's all that matters. Now today you get to see me try for the first time in my life to make my own sauce, and it's going to be the béarnaise sauce. It's a recipe I found on LCHFrecept.com, our Swedish low carb mothership. We need 200 grams of butter, 2 egg yolks, no egg whites, 1 tablespoon of finely chopped onions, 1 deciliter of the driest white wine you can find, 2 tablespoons of white wine vinegar or less, I prefer less, 1 milliliter of tarragon, parsley, salt and pepper. About the wine, you should choose the driest one you can find for the lowest carb content. You look for sec or just dry on the label. I used Riesling Sylvaner and I can highly recommend it. To crack an egg open, how do we do it? You bust it open on a hard edge and you pour off the white. This is done by alternating the yolk between the two shell halves to separate it all the way. Any pieces of eggshell simply lifted with the shell halves and discarded. And about the onion, remember to cut the onion very thinly for the sauce. Melt the butter on high heat in a pot, and in another pot on the side you put in the white wine, the vinegar, the onion and all the spices. You let it boil up and reduce the fluid to about 2 tablespoons by simply evaporating it on high heat. Once this is done, you let it cool off on the side properly, and only then you can add the egg yolks and start whipping. And it should cream up very quickly. Put the pot then back on heat and piece by piece slowly add the melted butter and whip it up. On the side, we're actually cooking up a bratwurst with mashed cauliflowers and onions. Now here, a good chance to add those separated egg whites that we never got to use for the sauce. Now if disaster strikes and the béarnaise sauce curdles or separates, do not panic. Just add a little more fluid, for instance water or wine, and whip it up and you should be fine. Now add that butter piece by piece, whip it up and repeat until there's no more butter left and your béarnaise sauce will be finished. You can pour it up in a bowl and serve that sauce with a full meal.